2, 3. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Everything with Sophia. So today I'm just getting straight to the point again. Basically, I've seen that a lot of people got their acceptances, but I just want to point out that there's something that's very important to look at once you get these acceptances, and that's your financial award. So I'll just be using one school that I got into just to kind of like speak about like what are you looking at on your shopping sheet or award overview or whatever. So yeah, so basically I have my Howard acceptance. So obviously this isn't the school that I got into, but I haven't felt comfortable with sharing online like what school I go to, but this was my dream HBCU. And if you don't know what that means Historically Black College and University. And I decided not to go to it because of the award. So basically this is just, me, congratulations, you got into fall 2019, this was last year. But then I log in, which I'm surprised that I can still log in, and it basically says welcome or whatever. But then you go to your overview, and then you find your shopping sheet, and once you put in the year, which is 2019, 2020, then you find your shopping sheet and then you open it. So obviously it says 00000 because I never enrolled or put my deposit in for that school. So obviously these amounts are not, accurate. So tuition and fees would probably be around 40 if I don't remember, if I'm like wrong. It's around that ballpark, 40,000 around, and then like housing is probably like 5, and meals, and it's just random other stuff like that. But then the total grants, so there's grants from your school, and I didn't think it was too much, but I think it was like 20. And there's federal, and that's probably from like your state or whatever, and they give you less money if you're going out of state than if you were to do in-state school, which is the school that I'm in right now, an in-state school. Yeah, so after that, after it calculates, it like basically subtracts the cost in 2019 to 2020 from the grants in total to pay for college, and then it gives you your net cost. So this is essentially what's basically coming out of your pocket after your scholarships have been applied and everything like that. Most likely, if you have just been accepted, your scholarships, if you have outside scholarships, have not been applied yet. So it's okay. So it may be bigger than what it is. I know for me, when I got accepted, I didn't see like my other stuff, like other scholarships and stuff that I received, they weren't applied yet, and most of the time they apply like probably like a month before you actually start, which is either in August or September, so that's around July. So don't freak out if it's a little bit high. And then for work study, depending on how much your parents, like how much you put in for your financial aid, can do work study or not. And that's basically just a job on campus that basically pays you bi-weekly or weekly or whatever. But it's still a job that you have to go out and find on campus that has work study. So these are jobs in the library, jobs at like a multicultural center, something like that. And so loans, there's subsidized and unsubsidized, and just these random loans. Basically, it's okay to get loans, but just know what you can handle. Subsidized loans are the ones that do not accrue interest, and basically what you see is what it is, right? So you wouldn't have to worry about paying the interest off as you go, and it becomes more expensive. It's like doubles if you don't pay it in the next couple of years or whatever. And then for unsubsidized, that's the one that accrues interest. So yeah, moving on. So basically your family contribution is also given to you on your financial package as well, but it's when you do your financial aid that you can also see your EFC, essentially. That's what it's called. So after this, it's important to just compare. So you're gonna compare the financial package from, let's say, Cornell or Howard. Okay, all these private schools are definitely gonna be more expensive than, your in-state school like Albany or University of Buffalo, or like in-state for me, which is New York. But if you're from out of state, it applies to you too. Whatever is inside your state, it's going to be cheaper. But yeah, then there's something else. So graduation rate is also important, and it's also on your shopping sheet, also known as the financial aid package. So that's very important. So Howard has a 62% graduation rate. So to me, that isn't so high. I'm not saying that, you know, obviously there are students, it could be on the students' end where most of these students who are going into these schools are not doing well because they just weren't prepared for college. But then again, if you see like a high number, it could be that either most students, transfer out because it's too expensive, or just transfer out because they just don't like the staff, the faculty there. It's just so many things that play a role into the graduation rate, and that's also something to look at. So if you got accepted, congratulations. Like especially if you got into several schools, and if you spent so much money on the application process where you were giving $50, $100 to just apply to a school, you know, it's a big thing to get into these schools, but it's very important to think about the financials after the fact. So before you make your decision, before May 1st, I believe it was May 1st for me when I had to make a decision, but I made it like a week before. Yeah, and plan, like make sure you have a planner, you're putting dates when certain things are due so you don't miss out on any opportunities. Like some schools, if that's a school that you're looking at, if you have like top 3 schools, make sure you apply for the scholarships once you get accepted, just in case you're not really sure until May 1st, you know. I know that many schools, like they offer scholarships before, like before you make your decision. So yeah, definitely do that. And yeah, and just compare, like, yeah, it's great to get into HBCU, yeah, it's great to get into your like NYU, but compare how much money you will be spending or your parents will be spending, and you know, just be smart about it. Like if you don't wanna leave school with $30,000 worth of loan and you're at a startup job that you're making probably $50K a year, you know, it's not really smart, especially if you know that your parents won't be the ones that are going to be paying back your loan. Just be smart about where you decide to go and how you compare your financial sheets. So thank you for tuning in. Let me know how you feel about this video in the comments down below. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to comment. Just let me know what you think, whether you're a college student and I should have included something, you know. I want to know what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, you know. So let me know about your feedback. I definitely cut my hair, side note, and it looks so healthy. But yeah, so let me know, comment anything, like whether you hated this video, oh, I'm not including everything, or I'm being biased, or something. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, and see you later. Bye.